So what made you move out of a hotel room?
Only when the water level like reached here, I was like, bus, now I need a house.
స్టోరీ విన్నప్పుడైనా భయం వేసిందా?
భయం ఎందుకు, నేను అంత దరిద్రంగా లేదండి మేకప్ కాకుండా. సో
నా గురించి మీరు ఎలా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారు చెప్పండి.
నేను రిప్లై చేస్తానో చూసారా?
నేను చూసాను, కానీ మా వ్యూవర్స్ కోసం
నేను ప్రజలు మీకోసం ఏం చెప్పాలండి, నాకు సిగ్గు వస్తుంది.
బోయపాటి గారితో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు వాట్ ఆర్ యువర్ కాన్వర్సేషన్స్ లైక్?
హి సో ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ అంటే తన ఫోన్ కాల్ లిఫ్ట్ చేయడు.
You just submitted yourself
so to completely. He is such a fab actor. He's a fantastic performer. So he would in a minute perform like the hero, the heroine, villain, like mother, father, and I'm like, how if we can get even 50% of what he's doing, it'll just give us a different dimension. I am in the top league. Aypoindi ippudu next month crash aypoindi finished story over.
Almost every film ki aa bayam untademo ga. I'm surprised that you confess that you're not a good dancer.
No, I didn't say that. I said I'm not as good as them.
Not as good as them. Gaga about that place you shot in.
Next day location reach and tarvata we forgot everything. We're like, oh my god, this is so beautiful.
Have you found your Sarrainodu in your real life?
I wish, man. You know, there's been news that I have, but I wish I really find one soon. I'm getting old.
Not that old, come on. Are you gonna act with Pawan Kalyan and Mahesh Babu?
Should I just call Mahesh Babu and Pawan Kalyan garu and just check with them when am I going to act with them? How do I know? Nakela telsu.
Rakul, thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you back on the show for the third time.
Yes, third time. Thank you so much for having me for the third time and not getting bored.
No, nobody gets bored of you.
Thank you.
Right. So first of all, before I started the interview, you've got a lovely place.
Thank you.
So what made you move out of a hotel room after, I don't know, 5 years? 4
3 years, yeah.
3 years.
Hello. It's going to be 3 years only.
Okay.
I think, I was just bored of seeing the same room every time, and then there's not much. You see, when you're constantly staying in a hotel, that place becomes like your home, and I wasn't feeling like it's home. So after a hectic schedule, I had to come back to a blank room, which had nothing that I could relate to. So I needed a much more cozy space. I wanted to have my own place, and then I found this. And
but you still waited for 3 years, no? Isn't that a long time?
No, because it was a tough call, and also you start getting bored later. Like first by second year I started thinking, and then I told myself, no, actually it's going to be a lot of problem because security. Then you have to take care of. Like I have people following, and they know where I stay.
Yeah.
So that is one, and then things like, okay, I get my laundry done like this, so. Now again, I have to coordinate what is there at home, whether there is food, stuff, fruit, because obviously you'll have a servant, but then you need to coordinate everything. So I don't know if I was ready for that or not, but only when the water level like reached here, I was like, bus, now I need a house. So that's when I went in for one.
And obviously, a lot of people know that you love to plan things,
Yes.
Everything has to go by a plan and timings
Right.
and all.
Right.
So when you have a place as big as this, it must be really tough, right, to run a place like this?
No, I'm not really doing much. I have my brother here with me. Okay. Not like he does much either, but I have help at home, and luckily I found this place which was very much like my own taste, So
your taste? Like
my own taste of this whole woody, little rustic touch to it. So I feel like I'm home. So I didn't have to do much. I didn't have to work on the interiors much.
Okay. Awesome. You're finally a Hyderabadi girl right now.
I am finally a Hyderabadi girl right now.
ఈ సినిమా గురించి మాట్లాడదాం. సరైనోడు April 22nd రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. కానీ ట్రైలర్స్ చూస్తే మీ రోల్ గురించి ఆర్ ఈవెన్ మీ లుక్ గురించి అసలు పెద్దగా ఏం రివీల్ చేయలేదు. అదే చాలా కాన్షియస్ డెసిషన్ అలా ఉండడానికి కారణం ఏంటి?
యాక్చువల్లీ కాన్షియస్ డెసిషన్ తెలియదు, మీ ముందు విన్నారు లేదా చాలా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్లో చెప్పాను దట్ ఈ మూవీలో నాకు చాలా కొత్త లుక్ ఉంది, ఒక నో మేకప్, ఎమోషనల్ అలాంటి క్యారెక్టర్ ఉంది. అది రివీల్ చేస్తే ఏమీ కిక్ లేదు. సో అందుకే ఇప్పుడు రివీల్ చేయలేదు. సో మీరు చూసింది స్టిల్స్, గ్లింప్సెస్ కానీ ఇవన్నీ సాంగ్స్ నుంచి. బట్ ఐఎమ్ యాక్చువల్లీ ఈగలీ వెయిటింగ్ దట్ ఆ లుక్ ఎప్పుడు ఆడియన్స్ ముందు వస్తే దానికి ఏం రియాక్షన్ ఉంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే నేను కూడా నాకు అలాంటి ఎప్పుడు చూడలేదు. సో ఐఎమ్ వెయిటింగ్ టు సీ మై సెల్ఫ్ లైక్ దాట్, యు నో.
నో మేకప్ లుక్,
నో మేకప్
ఫస్ట్ టైం అనుకుంటా కదా అలా ట్రై చేయడం.
ఫస్ట్ టైం
అంటే ఫిల్మ్ స్టోరీ విన్నప్పుడైనా భయం వేసిందా?
భయం ఎందుకు, నేను అంత దరిద్రంగా లేదా అండి మేకప్ కాకుండా. సో కొంచెం అంటే డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. బట్ ఇట్ వాజ్ లైక్ అ కాన్షియస్ డిసిజన్, బికాస్ ఆడియన్స్ కూడా బోర్ అవుతుంది కదా సేమ్ లుక్ చూసి. నేను కూడా బోర్ అయిపోతాను, ఆడియన్స్ గురించి తెలియదు నాకు. ఓ ఎస్, తక్కువ టైం పడుతుంది రెడీ అవ్వడానికి. సో బికాస్ ఐ డోంట్ లైక్ టు సిట్ ఫర్ టూ లాంగ్, యూనో, లైక్ టు గెట్ రెడీ. సో యా, బట్ కీపింగ్ జోక్స్ అసైడ్, ఐ వాజ్ హ్యాపీ దట్ ఒక కమర్షియల్ ఫిల్మ్లో జనరల్గా హీరోయిన్స్కి ఇలాంటి రోల్ ఉండదు. అంటే డెఫినెట్ గా స్క్రీన్ టైం తక్కువ ఉంటుంది, బికాస్ ఇట్స్ హీరో ఓరియంటెడ్ ఫిల్మ్ అండ్ 2 హీరోయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి. కానీ ఆ ఇంపాక్ట్ చాలా ఉంది క్యారెక్టర్ మీద. సో ఆ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఉండాలి. అండ్ కమర్షియల్ సినిమాలో ఒక పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఓరియంటెడ్ రోల్ నో మేకప్ లుక్ లో ఉంటే I thought it was a very good combination.
అంటే ఛాలెంజింగ్ గా తీసుకున్నారు లేకపోతే ఇట్స్ అన్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ మీడియం?
ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ మీడియం. అంటే ఛాలెంజింగ్ అంటే obviously challenging means obviously it's something new, so I have to do my homework, but naku major excitement, it's something new, I haven't done it. So every day I was so happy that I'm doing something that I haven't done before.
Right. ఈ మధ్య ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో చదివాను, మీరు ఈ సినిమా చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అసలు ఏడుస్తూనే ఉంటారంట.
బయట ఫిల్మ్లో
ఐ డోంట్ నో.
కాదు, ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ మీరు 3 days తర్వాత మూవీ చూస్తే మీకు తెలుస్తుంది. చాలా ఇమోషనల్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఉంది ఇది. అండ్ ఒకవేళ మూవీ పనిచేస్తే హోప్ఫుల్లీ ఆడియన్స్కి ఈ క్యారెక్టర్ కనెక్ట్ అయితే డెఫినెట్గా టచ్ చేస్తుంది, చాలా ఇంపాక్ట్ఫుల్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ హోపింగ్ దట్ పీపుల్ ఆల్సో ఫీల్ దట్ ఎమోషన్.
సో ఫస్ట్ టైం బోయపాటి శ్రీనుతో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు మీరు, అండ్ హీస్ సంబడీ హూస్ నోన్ ఫర్ హిస్ విజన్, టు క్రియేట్ ఈచ్ క్యారెక్టర్ అండ్ ప్రతి క్యారెక్టర్ డెప్త్ ఇస్తారు. సో
అందుకే చెప్తున్నాను దట్ నా క్యారెక్టర్లో చాలా డెప్త్ ఉంది. సో ఒక కమర్షియల్ ఫిల్మ్లో డెప్త్ ఉన్న క్యారెక్టర్, ఇమోషనలీ డ్రివెన్ క్యారెక్టర్, ఒక ఇమాజిన్ చిన్న ఊరితో వచ్చింది అమ్మాయి, తక్కువ మాట్లాడలేదు, కాదండి అలాగే అండి అలాంటి అమ్మాయి. సో it's a very different thing. Naku actually this is the first character that I don't relate to at all. Like not even 1% of me is there in the character. So mundu anni movies chuste koncho like oka Divyanka Nanuku Printo I will understand the fashionista sense probably, or Venkatadri Express I understand the Prarthana bit, so I understand the Kanjus bit. So but ee character vachi 1% kuda connection ledu.
Right. So what was going through your mind at that time? Ante ఇప్పుడు మీరు క్యారెక్టర్ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదు అంటే యాజ్ ఇన్ రియల్ లైఫ్లో కనెక్షన్ లేదు. సో వేర్ డు యు డ్రా దట్ ఛాలెంజ్?
అందుకే ఆ ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ వచ్చింది. నా రియల్ లైఫ్లో ఎలా ఉన్నానో అలా క్యారెక్టర్ ఉంటే నాకు చేయడానికి ఏం కొత్త ఉండదు. కానీ ఇక్కడ నాకు అందుకే ఎంత కిక్ వచ్చింది. ఓకే 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 నేను మహాలక్ష్మి లేదు కానీ మహాలక్ష్మి లాగా బిహేవ్ చేయాలి, ఎలా బాడీ లాంగ్వేజ్ పెట్టాలి. సో దాట్ ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ దట్ రియల్లీ గివ్స్ అన్ యాక్టర్ ఎ కిక్.
రైట్. నౌ ఆబ్వియస్లీ ఫుల్ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జీ. ఐమ్ షూర్ ఎవ్రీబడి నోస్ దట్ హూఎవర్ హ్యాస్ ఇంటరాక్టెడ్ విత్ యూ. ఈ సినిమా వచ్చేసరికి ఇట్ ఈస్ అ సీరియస్ ఫిల్మ్ రైట్ అట్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డే. సో ఆ డిస్కనెక్ట్ ఎలా అవుతుందండి? అంటే once you face the camera automatic.
See, I mean, if you're crying in a scene, whether it's this film or any other film, you can never get your real personality into it. You always perform out of your own experiences and of what you know of a certain emotion, but I can't be crying in a bubbly way. Come on. Like even if I am energetic, I can't. That's an on and off switch. I think you get used to it.
రైట్. బోయపాటి గారితో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు వాట్ ఆర్ యువర్ కాన్వర్జేషన్స్ లైక్? అంటే క్యారెక్టర్ గురించి, బట్ బియాండ్ దట్
mostly no beyond conversations.
Nothing
I have not spoken to him about anything else, but he's so involved అంటే తన ఫోన్ కూడా లిఫ్ట్ చేయడు. డే టైమ్ మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా ఫోన్ చేస్తే, ఇఫ్ యూ బై ఛాన్స్ కాల్, లైక్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ సమ్ లాంచ్ or some puja and I called him and he didn't leave the call, so I had to call him in the evening again because set లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఫోన్ తన దగ్గర లేదు. He only talks, breathes cinema, the film that he's doing. Anduke he's one of the only directors who I feel has so much conviction. Chala mandi conviction undi, kani meeru oka lane situation ki oka action sequence which is completely dramatized, you know, oka harness veskoni idi adi chestunna, adi kuda conviction to cheste అది ఎలా కనిపిస్తుంది, ఆ కన్విక్షన్ సెట్ మీద ఉంది. లైక్ మీరు టీజర్ లో చూసారు, ఆ షాట్ ఉంది వేర్ బన్నీ ఈస్ హోల్డింగ్ లిఫ్టింగ్ దట్ పర్సన్ విత్ వన్ హ్యాండ్. We all know that's not possible, right? And it's happening in front of me, but I believe it because of the director's conviction. So mana superhero movies choostam Hollywood lo alantidi em ledu, but we believe it because it's done with so much conviction. So same goes with Boyapati sir, and I think it's wonderful working with him.
So what, you just submitted yourself
So
to his...
completely. He is such a fab actor. He's a fantastic performer. So he would in a minute perform like the hero, the heroine, villain, like mother, father, and I'm like, how? If we can get even 50% of what he's doing, it'll just give us a different dimension, you know?
Right. So ఈ సినిమాలో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు I understand that learning is a very subconscious process, but
నా లైన్ రిపీట్ చేసేసాడు
already last time
నేను చెప్పాను, learning is a very subconscious process.
But at the end of the day, you are a completely different person, right? Or at least there is a new layer of something. It must be something different after you complete a film. So do you see that difference after you completed Sarrainodu? Nothing like that?
I don't see any difference in me.
What can possibly change
What
in
can
4 months?
possibly change? I don't know, but you know, it's a movie, and we know that it's a film, and we know that we're doing a character, so you don't let it get to you or emotionally waver you. But yes, like I said, it's a very emotionally challenging character, and there were days when, you know, if I'm going through that emotion and I come back and I'd be like in that mood for 2-3 hours before I snapped out of it. So it was really ఉంటుంది అంత ఉంటుంది. If you imagine if you're crying in a scene and you know what all you think to be in that emotion, only glycerin doesn't do the trick. Glycerin just helps you roll the tears, so that it just gets so heavy that you don't want to talk to anybody, you don't want to have a conversation, you just want to come back and lie down. Alanti jarigindi, chaala sar jarigindi ee movie lo.
But that's definitely not you, right? I mean,
yeah, but 2-3 hours only. No, other people, they go into that zone for months probably. For me, 2-3 hours, okay, come on, now I'm back to normal.
Right. So what was your getaway zone on the set? As in, like, doing a very emotional scene, right? How do you come out of it, at least on the set? Or
no, so you're shooting emotional, that means that entire day you're going to be shooting emotional scene. Okay. It's not like you're going to switch into a very happy scene that day.
Okay.
So you stay emotional through the day on set, and after pack up you play some nice music and then just get away with it.
That's your comfort zone, is it?
Yes.
What are you listening to? Like, what do you like to listen to?
Anything that has lyrics.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything that has lyrics. I cannot handle trance and that ting 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 ting. That's not my kind of music at all. So depends on the mood, you know. I love Hindi songs. I love Hindi music, and I love those ghazals, and you know. So if I want to go into that trance, but when I'm already in a trance, then I want to have some hip hop or some club music, you know, to get myself back into senses.
Right. Now coming back to Bunny, right? First time Allu Arjun గారితో వర్క్ చేస్తారు. I'm sure everybody wants to know what was your experience like, but beyond that, మీరిద్దరు ఫ్రెండ్సే కదా సినిమాలో యాక్ట్ చేసే ముందు కూడా?
Yeah, I knew him. I knew him right. Before acting in films, and you know, like, I mean, I'm sure you know that I've said in many interviews that Allu Arjun is one of my favorite actors.
Right.
And పనిచేసేటప్పుడు చాలా, అంటే అల్లు అర్జున్ గురించి ఒకటి చెప్పాలంటే చాలా ప్యాషనేట్. అందరూ ప్యాషనేట్ ఉంటారు, కానీ వీఆర్ ఆల్ ప్యాషనేట్ అబౌట్ ఓకే వాట్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్, వాట్ వీ వాంట్ టు ఇంప్రూవ్. But how Bunny works is he wants to improve, like, and I had long discussions with him about the film, and he feels that he wants to improve the level of Telugu industry. He wants to keep doing something that people feel, ఇది తెలుగు నుంచి వచ్చింది, వరల్డ్లో అందరూ మాట్లాడాలి రకుల్, మన ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ గురించి మాట్లాడాలి. సో హీ టోల్డ్ మీ ఆల్ దాట్ అండ్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ వావ్, దిస్ ఈస్ ప్యాషన్, దిస్ ఈస్ అ పర్సన్ హూ కంప్లీట్లీ డ్రీమ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫిల్మ్స్, హీ బ్రీడ్స్ ఫిల్మ్స్. అండ్ ఎప్పుడు చూసినా నా సాంగ్ ఎలా కొత్త కనిపించాలి, ఇది ఉండాలి, అది ఉండాలి, బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ డాన్సర్స్కి ఏం క్లోత్స్ ఉండాలి అన్ని చిన్న చిన్న డీటెయిల్స్ చూసుకుంటారు. సో it's just amazing passion, and that's why you see from where to where he's transformed himself. And in movie kuda chuste, I'm telling you, he's going to be seen in a completely new look, like from the way he talks, it's not going to be Allu Arjun. It's going to be the character, and this is going to be very good.
And on a scale of 1 to 100, how much percentage of Allu Arjun's passion do you have for cinema, obviously?
How much percentage of I have? If Allu Arjun is 100, I would say I'm a 60.
60. It's a decent number. But akkadi nunchi inka elladam ante chala kashtaమైన pana.
He's grown up watching films. The amount he knows about films, he comes from a film background, from a production house, so the amount, why I'm saying 60 is nenu kuda chala passionate unnanu, kani తనకి టెక్నికాలిటీస్ కూడా చాలా తెలుసు, బికాస్ హీస్ గ్రోన్ అప్ ఓన్లీ డిస్కసింగ్ అండ్ వాచింగ్ ఫిల్మ్స్. సో వెన్ వీ ఆల్ సిట్ అండ్ టాక్, దెర్ ఆర్ ఫిల్మ్స్ దట్ దే నో అబౌట్ విచ్ ఆర్ 30 years back that I don't know of, right? And they're like, they've grown up on those, like Kamal Hassan sir's initial films or NTR Garu's films or ANR Garu's films, and then they can talk about how cinema has transformed. But for me, when we were kids, I was into sports and I was into outdoors and army, and so I can talk about that life, but films happened to me only about 5 years back. Like I started watching films as such only about 5-6 years back. Even in school I never saw all the films.
Right.
So na knowledge anta restriction undi. So that's why I'm saying that there's a lot to learn from him. So I keep asking, okay, tell me some good 10 films I'll watch. I told him actually recently, I have to still collect the list.
Okay, what was the top of his top 3 names in that list that he wanted you to watch?
I don't remember. That's why I told him write and give me.
Because he hasn't sent you yet.
No, he hasn't sent me yet. Actually, I forgot. I had to take.
Right. Now, I wanted to ask you about something very interesting that you said in a recent interview, that it hasn't sunk in yet that you're an actress.
Yes, still, I would say the same thing.
It's been what, 3-4 years already?
What, yeah, Hemant? Every time you make it 4 years, on 29th November 2016, I will complete 3 years.
But it still feels like a very long time. I don't know for what reason.
Just because you keep bumping into me outside doesn't mean that it seems like a very, very long time. It's 29th November 2016. Venkatadri Express released exactly 3 years back.
Seriously?
29th November 2013.
Yeah. 3 years, but you have done some really big films in the meantime, right?
Yeah,
still,
just because I've been working back to back.
It hasn't sunk in yet?
Why should it? I'm saying, why should it sink in? Why do I have to know that, okay, I'm an actress and I have a lot of fan following? Why?
But that's not just about being an actress, right? Like
I know I'm an actor, and I don't have Alzheimer's that I go and forget that, I am an actor, and shit, I didn't know that I had to go and act. But I don't want it to sink in, and I don't want it to affect me in a way that I don't want it to get to an arrogance level at any point.
You're probably talking about fame, not the acting bit.
No, even acting, yeah. Like I said it this morning also in another interview, that they asked me, so ippudu meeku ela anipistundi meeru top lo unnaru, big league lo unnaru. Avuna, నాకు తెలియదు. నాకు రోజు I have the same feeling. ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి, what am I doing, ఇది ఎలా ఇంప్రూవ్ చేయాలి, ఇంకా బెటర్ తెలుగు నేర్చుకోవాలి, what is the new thing that I can do in my next films. So those are the things that I think about. If I start thinking about, I am in the top league, అయిపోయింది, ఇప్పుడు next month crash, అయిపోయింది, finish story over.
Almost every film ki aa భయం ఉంటదేమో కదా?
భయం కాదు, కానీ ఒక
టెన్షన్ ఉంటది.
రిలీజ్ కి లేదంటే టెన్షన్ లేదు. టెన్షన్ భయంతో పని చేస్తే మీరు ఎలా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తారు? I enjoy and I like to live in the moment, If I'm doing a film, I want to enjoy every day of that film because I'm getting to do something I've always wanted to do. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నాకు అదే డ్రీమ్ ఉంది, నాకు ఆ అవకాశం దొరికింది. God's been great to me, kind to me, that I have it. So why not enjoy it? Why get into the whole rat race of నేను ఇప్పుడు number 1 ఉన్నాను లేదంటే 2 ఉన్నాను, తను నాతో బెటర్ ఫిల్మ్స్ చేస్తుంది. All that is not needed, I mean. So So yeah, so it still hasn't sunk in, and I feel like I'm doing a 9 to 6 job like any of the other people. They also do a 9 to 6 job. I'm also doing a 9 to 6 job.
But you get to travel the world, so.
Yeah, and then wear short clothes and in dance in like really minus degrees. So that's something others don't do. Probably we only do it.
Now that reminds me of Bolivia. I want
Yes.
to know all about it.
Yes.
You've been going gaga about that place is shot in. Okay, for people who don't know already, Sarrainodu is the first ever Telugu film to be shot
First
in.
Indian film.
First Indian film to be
Yes.
shot in Bolivia, and they shot on the world's largest salt flat, which we are told is a magical place.
Which is called Uyuni di Salar, and it's
about that.
magical. It is surreal, unreal, completely. I never thought that something so beautiful existed on the face of this earth, you know. So eldaniki manaki 50 hours padindi, and akkada reach ayaka we had the last flight was a private jet to reach the Salar. Uyuni, which is a small village, okay, it's a 2-kilometer radius. అక్కడ ఏమీ లేదు అసలు. I think population కూడా చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది, and very poor country. The dogs are also poor, everybody is poor, like whatever you look around everything is poor, and it's just so beautiful. It's on a high altitude. Hotels kuda normal ledu. We stayed in a guest house, you know, like they did it up. We had our own chef unit there, and that food. So kani next day location reach ayin tarvata we forgot everything. We're like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. Oka shot kuda first shot monitor lo chusin tarvata that 50 hours is worth it. All the pains that we had in our bodies to get there was all worth it.
It almost felt like being transferred into wallpaper, no?
Yes, totally,
It's like
totally.
that,
And
yeah.
during sunset, you know, the thing about the Salar is that there are different areas. One is plain salt, one is textured salt, and one is water. You know, there is about 6 inches water all through the Salar. So we shot there also. So we were in water from say morning 8 a.m. to evening 8 a.m. because it's thousands and thousands of kilometers
Yeah.
of water, so you can't walk out, you know. So we're in water and the clothes are wet and all that. But evening sunset, everything is a reflection. Everything, even a stone would reflect in that water. It looks beautiful.
No, what did you do to work out at that high altitude?
I did actually.
You did?
I did, and because obviously song kada, and it's not about me. Not like one day is going to make a difference, but till the time I don't sweat out, I don't feel like I'm me.
Right.
So akkada high altitude lo oxygen
30,000
chala
feet, yeah,
oxygen problem undi. So when land chesin tarvata immediate ga em chepparu airport out, do not run even to the cars, like just walk. There were oxygen cylinders, and there were 3-4 people immediate ga oxygen kavali. They could not breathe. They were getting suffocated, and I didn't feel that. And I was next day morning I worked out. So when like pichunda niku pichunda ante you'll die, you'll fall. How can you work out at that altitude? And then I was doing my burpees, and because there's no gym, so I had my elastic band, and I'm doing some arms and some push-ups and mountain climbers and all that. So yeah, because I didn't feel it, because obviously as an army kid I've traveled in high altitudes and I've seen all that. I think my body adapts fast. And in the evening we were shooting in the textured Salar, so it was suddenly very windy there, okay, like literally your clothes were flying, and I loved it so much. I was running in that, and there's no oxygen there. Everyone's like, get the cylinders, and I was running there because I was loving the wind, you know. It was like running against the wind with all being all over your face. So it's a different experience.
I'm having a very hard time imagining that situation and how the rest of the unit would have reacted to what
Bunny
you
was
did.
like,
Stop.
calm down, calm down, it's fine, it's not the end of the world.
Right. So almost like you're competing against each other to see who has the most energy there.
I think in terms of stupidity to do all of that, he will give the trophy away to me. In terms of real energy to dance and all, I will give the trophy away to him.
Right. Now, I'm surprised that you confess that you're not a good dancer.
No, I didn't say that. I said I'm not as good as them.
Not as good as them.
Yeah, so I mean I've improved film by film. When I came, I confessed that I think I had 2 left feet. And not that bad also. I mean, rhythm was always there in the body, but I've never danced that fast. Like if you give me a club dancing or if you give me normal songs, I've danced, you know, with a lot of this thing. But when you have such fast steps in Telugu beach, chala fast undi, you know, all those set songs and all that. So that's something I had not done before. So I think there is an improvement. That's what people tell me. Film by film, and I also feel it. Like Bruce Lee is so far the best that I've danced, and hopefully Sarrainodu should be able to take that over.
Is there any particular incident or scene, you know, for that matter, in the film that you felt that you couldn't have done it?
No, I did it.
Okay.
I couldn't have done it.
And at least some sort of struggle while doing it?
See, there are things that may not come naturally to you, but that's our job, right? To make what's not ours. We're at the end of the day, we're not even playing those. We're not even those characters. So we adapt and we try and make that believable. So even if there's a difficult situation or say a step that I can't do or a scene that I feel, oh my God, this is taking taking a lot of energy from me. That's my job, and I have to do it. So.
And you hate keeping people waiting for you. Right?
Yes.
So
I don't like to keep people waiting.
Right.
I think I end up waiting in the bargain.
Any compliments from Boyapati garu or Allu Arjun for that matter?
Oh yes, I think it was very sweet of them to really appreciate me in the audio launch. I don't know if you heard. So Bunny was very sweet, and I was sitting there and I was like, thank you so much, thank you. And so was Boyapati sir, and he told me, Amma chala manchi vachindi, nu chuste nu Rakula kaakunda vere laga untundi, chala manchi vachindi. So I was like, okay, you know, they don't have to say all those extra things, but that one little extra word makes you feel like, okay, my work is done. Right.
Now, I asked people on Twitter if they have any questions for you.
Okay.
And one of them wanted to know, have you found your Sarrainodu in your real life?
I wish, man. You know, there's been news that I have, but I wish I'd really find one soon. I'm getting old.
Not that old, come on.
Yeah, okay, I was just kidding. I was just making up a sentence. No, I haven't. The world will know the day I do.
The world will know what? You're going to announce?
Yeah, if I find someone, like obviously I won't keep it a secret, right? If I feel that this is someone, because I will tell my parents, and why will I keep it a secret if I know it's going to last? But I have to find someone for that, and there has to be time for that.
Time, okay.
Yeah.
And you're quite busy right now. So what is it that you're looking for, you know, in that perfect one?
In that guy?
Yeah.
Too many qualities, man. I don't think I will ever get a guy with the list that I have.
Okay, please take away punctuality from the list.
That is the most important thing.
That's too much to ask for.
No, man. That's not. Like, see, that's how I've grown up. I've grown up on that dose of being punctual and respecting time and valuing time. So I get very pissed when, like, even when I'm going to meet my friends, if they say 5:30, I'll be there at sharp 5:30. And max, I think I'm a bond if I reach at 5:45. Late type, but 5:45 one day, it was 6:37. And Hyderabad, I actually call it Hyderabad time, okay, because Hyderabad time is really bad. So one is the standard time, and then there's Hyderabad standard time. Ikkada 8 o'clock chepte 11 o'clock.
Right.
Okay, so like I had a party recently in my house, the housewarming party here, and I said 9 o'clock, and they're walking in at 11:30. I said, that's the time you finish parties, that's not the time you walk in. And then later it was my brother's birthday. On purpose, I said dinner at 7:30. I thought they'll come by 9 if I say 7:30. No, it was 10:30. So they said, Rakul, you said 7:30. Who comes at 7:30? I thought at least you guys will come at 9:30.
Still struggling to keep up with the time difference.
But I just can't. I was ready at 7:30 and I'm sitting like an idiot. I know no one's going to come, but then that's how I am. You know, I just, I don't know. I just get very restless if I get late, even if it's an interview or it's a normal meeting. I try to be on time as much as I can. Oh,
just for the record, this is her 10th interview for the day. She has
yes, this is my 10th interview for the day. And what is the time right now? It's 8:44 and I woke up at 5 a.m. So it's been quite a day.
Long day, right? Okay, right. Now you're talking about punctuality. What are the other qualities that you're looking at?
Other qualities, okay, the guy has to be really tall, taller than me even after I wear 4-inch heels.
Okay, so what? beyond 6.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm
Yeah.
5'8", so he has to be beyond 6 for sure.
Dude, you know that's not the average height for most Indians.
Exactly. That's why I said I'm not going to find anyone. So
Okay,
besides
fine.
that,
Yeah.
so that's the first criteria. Because I can't feel like I'm protecting the guy, right? When I'm walking next to him. So I have to feel that he's taller than me, and even when I wear heels, because I can't give up on that.
Okay. Heels is very important.
If we step out, if I wear a dress, I won't wear sports shoes and go, no?
Okay.
I'm thinking
Right.
on that note, Hemant. And then I really judge people by the way they treat people below them. I mean, your drivers or your staff. If there's someone who's could be very nice, could be very good looking, could be very rich, could be not rich, but if he doesn't treat the people around nicely or treat them human, I will give one back.
Okay.
Like, I will really give one back. I can't handle that. And arrogance is a total no. It's a total put off. So as grounded as could be, fun. I think sense of humor is very important.
Okay.
And that's it. I don't need someone who buys gifts and who... I actually don't like gifts.
You don't like gifts?
I don't like gifts.
Okay.
I feel it's... I feel... Give me a moment, that's better than giving gifts.
It's profound, man. But you've never written a gift, right?
I have.
What?
I have. Because
That's
I don't want to
ridiculous.
have anything to do with that person. So how can I keep the gift?
Okay, we're obviously not gonna ask you who the person was. But
No,
what was the
school,
gift?
college, whatever. Those days, you get gifts. Okay, it's Valentine's Day. So what? Happy Valentine's Day, but keep it to yourself. So, I have returned gifts
Right.
many times.
Now, another question was, when are you gonna act with Pawan Kalyan and Mahesh Babu?
Should I just call Mahesh Babu and Pawan Kalyan Garu and just check with them when am I going to act with them? How do I know? Nakela telsu. So a project was there. I will definitely do, and I would love to work with them. And they're fantastic actors. They're stars, and if it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
Right. Next question was from Brahmaji himself.
Oh yes,
Right.
I replied to that on Twitter. He said, "Na gurinchi em chepparu? Na
నా
gurinchi."
గురించి మీరు ఎలా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారో
నేను
చెప్పండి.
రిప్లై చేస్తానో చూసారా?
నేను చూసాను కానీ మా వ్యూవర్స్ కోసం
నేను మీకోసం ఏం చెప్పాలండి, నాకు సిగ్గు వస్తుంది.
But you know him pretty well, right? Very good friend of
That's
yours.
why I was pulling his leg. మీకోసం ఏం చెప్పాలి, ఎలా చెప్పాలి, సిగ్గు వస్తుంది.
Right. Now, another question was, I'm sure you've answered this in a lot of interviews. Why didn't you dub for this film? Because you did.
Right. The reason I didn't dub for this film is because it's a village character, Rajamandri character. So అది కొంచెం authenticity ఉండాలి accent లో. దానుకు ప్రేమతో లండన్ క్యారెక్టర్ కాబట్టి ఏదో ఒక చిన్న తేడా వస్తే accent లో సరిపోతుంది. అంటే I mean it'll just pass. People won't judge me on that. But ఇక్కడ ఒక performance can be just spoiled, if I don't dub it right. I didn't want to take a risk, and not like the director was also, not like anybody asked me and I said no. So that was never in the mind.
కానీ ఫ్యూచర్ లో అయితే డబ్బింగ్ చేసే ఆలోచన అయితే ఉంది.
అంటే క్యారెక్టర్ కి సూట్ అయితే, నా వాయిస్ క్యారెక్టర్ కి సూట్ అయితే డెఫినెట్ గా చేస్తాను, ఎందుకు ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు.
Right. Another guy wanted to know, how much did you invest in your business? It's up to you if you want to answer that or not.
Why don't you join F45? I go there quite often, so you could probably come there, see me in my office there, and then I'll discuss the business plan with you.
Are you a very strict boss at work?
I am not strict, but I'm firm.
You're firm.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm not strict. I'm not like someone who would be a pain at all, because I think it's very important to have a friendly atmosphere with your entire staff, because that's when they will also work for you well. And I have a very strong team that way. But I'm firm in terms of things being done on time. If you guys have to reach here at this time, that means it has to be this time. If there was a certain, say, outline of a certain workout that had to be done at this point, and it has to be reported to me. Things have to be reported to me on time. So there's a system that I've set, because I'm not there hands-on to do things myself. So it's very important that the system is right. And luckily I got that first 1 month of no shoot where I wasn't shooting and Sharon's film is yet to start, so I could get the system rolling. So once that is done, I don't have to stress about me being there or me not being there. Efficiency is something I need.
Okay, right. Now it's a hypothetical question. I'm sure this has happened already. Did any of your fans join the gym?
Yes.
Just because they could
Yes,
meet you?
yes. So there's this one, I mean, a few of them, but one person, not too many though,
Yeah.
because that's a very different market. Like Gachibowli, we're getting a lot of working women and men and a lot of housewives. But there's this one person who I remember who said that I saw your F45 training video on YouTube, where there's a channel promotion that we did on NTV. And he said, నేను అది చూసి వచ్చాను నీతో కలుద్దామని, and he took a 1-year membership.
Really?
I said, wow.
That's so sweet.
So he
man.
works out with me only because I also go to my gym to work out. So
Right. Oh, that's the place you work out now.
I work out there, yeah, because I used to work out in F45 here.
Right.
So now I work out there because anyways, whenever I get the time to go to Gachibowli, that is. So because I have to anyways work out, so might as well go there.
Right. Now, next film with Charan, this Tani Oruvan remake that you're doing.
Right.
When are you going to start shooting for it? Have you already started?
The film has started, but I'm going to join them in a week's time.
Right. Are you excited about that?
Very, very.
Have you seen the original version?
I love it, and I'd seen it even before this film was in the picture.
Okay.
So because I watched a lot of anni Telugu, Tamil, Hindi movies chustanu, try chestanu. So Tamil movie Tani Oruvan chusanu, and later when it came to me, I was like, yes, I love that film. So.
Right. Are you making a comeback of sorts in Tamil? Is that happening for sure? Or
Yes. So I just signed that film yesterday.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm telling you now. So yeah, that's going to be like a comeback. Because I don't know whether I should call it a comeback or not, but most because I was working here.
Yeah,
it's not like I was away from films, but there was nothing that exciting that came in Tamil. And when I was doing a certain type of films here, I didn't want to compromise on the kind of films I do there. So this is a very exciting film, Miskin Sir and Vishal. So I'm looking forward to it.
What genre is it? That's all we want to know.
It's going to be thriller sort of a film, but there are a lot of elements to it, and it's too premature for me to talk about the film because it's in pre-production stages. I've just signed it yesterday, and it's going to start another 3 months or so. So it's going to take time. So.
You have quite a packed year, man. I mean, Vishal's film on one hand and
Charan's film, and there's Saidaram Tej's film, and Boyapati Sir's next film.
With Sreenivas?
Yes.
Oh, okay, right.
So there are 4 films for now.
Okay, and all of them are going to be shot this year?
May, June.
What? Okay, you sure that you have 24 hours in a day?
Exactly what my manager says, Rakul garu, month lo, నెలలో 40 days ఉంటే అది కూడా చేయవచ్చు, ఎలా చేస్తారు మీరు, చచ్చిపోతారు మీరు ఏంటి. I'm like, oh, okay, అది పెట్టండి, ఇది పెట్టండి. I like to work. I'm dying now. 1 month I've not been shooting.
Okay.
I mean, I shot in Bolivia for 1 week, but yeah, besides that 1 month I've not been shooting.
You have to make up for all that lost time or what?
No, I get bored. I just like to be in front of the camera. I like to, that's what I like doing.
Right. You're not trying to overcompensate, right? No, nothing like that.
No.
Or were these offers too good to let go or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Right. Now, final question. What keeps you going, in terms of your excitement for cinema,
I think passion.
Okay.
I think that one word describes it all, because if you love what you do, like I've said this before also, I think to you, that if you love what you do, you would never feel pressurized with the kind of work that you're doing. You'll never feel that your work is work as such, You enjoy every day of it. So I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm just, having fun in life. So that's what keeps me going.
5 years back, you wanted to become an actress. You become an actress now. So what is it right now that's driving you forward?
To become a better actress.
Okay.
To be able to achieve something in terms of, to be known as a better actor, to have some credibility as an actor. I love it when people compliment. So I hope that, all the people who follow me or the fans, I don't like to use the word fans, the friends who've made me what I am, people who follow my work, I'm answerable to them. So I should be able to not disappoint them and give them something new every time. So it's a challenge with myself, it's a challenge to improve every time. So it's madness. It's just something within yourself. I don't know how to put it in words, that you want to just keep improving day by day, and you want people to appreciate your work.
Okay, final question. I promise this time it's the final question.
Okay. What is the punishment if it's not the final question?
It's gonna be depending on your answer.
You have to now. If it's not the final question, then you have to leak a secret about so many interviews you take. Some funny incident that you had with someone else
Yeah.
while taking the interview.
Okay, right.
Okay, done.
That final question. What is it in a single sentence? The perfect guy to be as politically correct as Rakul. What does it take to be that
Sorry,
politically
what?
What does it take to be as politically correct as you are?
I'm not politically correct.
I've never seen you or even heard that you said something about somebody or
But that
reacted in
doesn't.
an incident.
No, but that doesn't mean I'm politically correct. Because politically correct is a word that you use where there is something in your head, but you just want to play it safe and you say, you know what?
But you're not like that.
No,
Okay.
there is nothing in my head. There is nothing in my head. Except for me, my work and my friends and my things or my gym, there is nothing in my head. So why will I don't have the time for it. So I'm very blunt. If I don't like something, if I'm in a bad mood, people who know me, they'll immediately say, "Yemaindi ee roju? Dalga unnanu." Like my face it just shows, it reflects. But I'm like this because I'm happy internally. So
Right.
yeah.
So to be really, really busy to be happy in life under.
I'm happy in life, and if I don't like something, I make it very clear. I'm a very firm person. I'm like a very no nonsense person. So if I don't like something, I make it very clear that please ila chayodu. And it's not like I don't get angry. I'm a very short tempered person.
What?
Yeah, but that short temper stays for a very short time. Okay. Then I forget that I was angry.
Right. All right, Rakul. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
It's a great pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
All the best for Sarrainodu, and
thank you so much.
we hope that unicorn, you find that unicorn soon.
Oh, the Sarrainodu?
Yeah.
The right man.
Yeah. That's the unicorn man. I don't know if he exists or not, but
I guess, yeah, that's what my mom says. You're never finding someone like that.
You never know.
Yeah, well, when Key and Ka film released, my dad is like, I think you need a key, and I think your brother needs a car.
Right.
So you both are opposite. So like, yeah, well.
Before leaving, any final words to our iDream viewers of the film?
Well, I'd just like to say that Sarrainodu is releasing on 22nd. మీరు please movie cinema theaters lo velli మీ family తో పాటు చూడండి, and please support us, and I hope you guys like the film.
Thanks, Rakul. Thanks once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.